you have absolutely no idea how this feels. You just can't, man. Khamzat Chimaev, a fighter I started following during the Fight Island days way back then, is finally a UFC champion. So right now, we will talk all about that, what's next for him, what should be next for him, and from there, of course, we will also cover how he destroyed, honestly I should just say ran through DDP tonight. Now, I gotta be honest with you here, the main thing I will be savoring is just how wrong people who were repeating the same thing. Khamzat can win early, and DDP, if he wins, he will win later. Like, of course, that makes sense to a degree at least. And even I brought it up in my prediction. However, I also said DDP has never ever faced a wrestler like this, and I specifically emphasized how I didn't think he would be at his best after the first couple rounds cardio-wise. Am I surprised? Are you surprised? Like, come on man, how did anyone ever think this fight was going to be close? Later in the video, I'll tell you why I think the Khamzat we saw is something like Khamzat 2.0 of sorts, cause tonight, he easily won all of the rounds. Some of them were 10-8 if you ask me, maybe not all. Still, at the end of the day, the overall performance by Khamzat can only be explained as an absolute and utter domination. Oh, by the way, I'm glad we got the hype building up to this fight, the trash talk, the face-off and everything. Even though it ended up going to a completely one-sided decision, I still loved watching it. Cause like, come on, we watched Khamzat impose his will with such ease over the course of a 25-minute championship fight. You just cannot convince me that's not insanely impressive. So yeah, anyway, here is my take regarding the fight itself from a game plan perspective. Now, I know Khamzat did exactly what people expected from him, but he put a very smart twist into it. I definitely want to talk about that so-called twist before we move on to his potential future matchups, what he should do next, so on and so forth. So yeah, the twist is basically Khamzat learning to use his insane explosive takedowns, but being just a little bit more patient whenever he has the dominant position on the ground. He was still chasing the finish, don't get me wrong, but I think he understood if he makes DDP carry his weight, especially near the cage, and just have this hand-fighting situation going, DDP is going to get out faster than he ever would. Khamzat overall, unlike his previous performances, looked a bit more content making DDP carry his weight, attack the legs, deal damage with small and insignificant looking strikes, but hey, they do add up, man. In the crucifix position, which Khamzat got DDP into many times during this fight, Khamzat was destroying him and DDP had absolutely no answer. This is a fact, okay? And it doesn't change just because the strikes Khamzat was landing weren't super huge. After some time into the fight, I was thinking DDP is not going to be able to make a great comeback, like he probably was thinking he can in the later rounds. Khamzat doesn't need to finish everyone in round 1, you know. I'm pretty sure he will finish many people in round 1 still. At the same time, I really think Khamzat 2.0 pacing himself better for a 5-round fight makes him a true championship level fighter. Some people say and will say, oh, Khamzat had what, 90% of the entire fight as control time? Guys, come on, look who is fighting. This DDP dude is one of the most durable fighters in every sense of the word, let me tell you that. I wanna ask you, have you ever seen fight stats like this? I have to read them out to you, I just have to. The obvious elephant in the room is 529 strikes landed by Khamzat. What even is that? I know most of them were more like taps on DDP's head while he was trying to survive, but at least some of them were legit. It's beyond crazy DDP only landed 13 significant strikes, and that's with him having a moment here and there only after the ref made them stand up. Let's call it what it is. DDP got those sweet chances only to get taken down right back. I'm telling you man, this may be the most dominant title fight performance ever. So where does Khamzat Chimaev, the champ, go from here? First off, I wanna point out how confused, kind of scared, and I guess weird the other middleweight contenders looked when the camera panned to them. I'm sure they're not scared, okay? If you remember, Ilya Topuria wasn't scared of Max after he knocked out KJ in like an insane way. I suppose Ilya just looked weird and off like these guys were tonight. They are professional fighters, alright? I don't really think they are scared of anything. However, maybe, just maybe, they were thinking, how do I beat this guy, as they were watching Khamzat absolutely maul DDP. I think the main problem is this: so many people thought they would get a free pass against Khamzat if they get out of the first round or two. Well, it turns out, no you don't. Only people like Burns and Usman didn't get completely ragdolled. It's partially because Khamzat was tired, yes. Here's the thing though, both of them are actually elite grapplers, right? So that's mainly the reason why they could fight back. DDP apparently doesn't have that in his arsenal. He's durable, very strong, mentally tough, also has the knockout power. That's good and all, but hey, it's just ain't enough against a guy like Khamzat Chimaev. I know I said I will talk about what's next for Chimaev, right? And I will, I promise, in my next video. I hate doing this, yet I have to. Cause hear me out, I need to get this current one by you fast. So for that, please understand me, subscribe, do a backflip, whatever you wanna do as long as you subscribe. And also leave a comment, what did you think of Khamzat's incredible performance? Is there anyone who thinks it was boring? If there players and you are one of them, I'm ready to debate with you in the comments like a human being, alright? Thank you so much for watching. I'll be here hoping to see you the next time. Don't disappoint me. Take care. Cheers.